Alrighty. We are officially live and underway. Our third guest will eventually be joining in. But as of right now, it is a 1v1. Will soon become a triple threat. First and foremost, let me welcome in my first host, who's actually on time. Mr. Morris, how's it going today, sir?
Going great. Good to be back.
Perfect. I'm glad to have you back. You're always one of the perennial guests that I have on. Um, so yeah, let's mute that first, and then we can get underway in just a second. Gotta just tell chat that we will get to your messages if we get any. And alrighty, so there's Mr. Miano.
Oh my word, man.
The man's in. Welcome on in. You have officially made it.
Wait, I can only see Morris. What if I hit this arcade HQ backwards thing? Will I leave?
What do you mean backwards?
You immediately do a backflip.
Oh, I got it. Why can't I see myself though?
You probably don't have your webcam on. There you go. I don't have a webcam. In the top right of Discord, you can see show chat, which has a link to the live stream. So
I don't know if I need to see you.
Hey, that's all that matters.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Where did you say that was?
If you look at like right under the X on Discord, you will see like a bubble, and that is the Discord like chat.
Oh, are we not live?
We are officially live. We're underway.
Oh, it says stream starting soon. I just probably clicked the wrong thing. Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's on YouTube, not Twitch.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, let's get underway. First and foremost, how was the Pats game, despite the outcome?
It was so fun. I mean, we had a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling from the videos.
Yeah. We had a good time. Didn't see most of the rest of the league play.
Yeah, which I kind of figured. I kind of figured that was the case, so that's why I said you guys could both talk about the Pats game and then one other game each, because I figured you will probably not have much capability to talk about other games because you were at the Pats game. But let's get underway if you guys want to kind of chit chat a little bit about the Pats game, fantasy implications, and all that jazz.
Well, I know everything about football, so I don't need to talk about the Pats game. And it's like the most boring game on the slate. So
yeah, fair enough. You guys don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. But I figured you guys were there, so you might want to talk about it.
We should have won.
Yeah, we should have.
Should have won. It's a bad.
Kind of glad we did.
Yeah, it's good that we didn't win. Like the Dolphins are also horrible. The rule is stupid. If depending on which direction you're running out of bounds, you have to get a different amount of your feet down, your toes and your heel, or your heel and your toes. Makes no sense.
They screwed us last year too. I think T. Higgins had one of these, and we would have won a lot of money off of it. And they said it wasn't a touchdown.
I mean the rule is clear though. If you're going backwards, fading out of bounds, and your heel touches, you're out of bounds. But if you're going forwards and you drag your toes and then your heel touches after, you're fine. Or if your elbow touches right after, then you're fine. It's super clear that we lost.
Yeah, it's such a good rule.
Right, so good.
Great
it's
rules.
Football fine.
And it only applies to the end zone. Like, doesn't even matter on the sideline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I think that
we're starting Drake May though.
Yes, that'll be interesting for sure.
We finally get to realize that we need to draft a QB next year.
Shadur Sanders, baby.
You gotta believe in him, man. You gotta believe in Drake. Believe in Drake until he proves you wrong.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree with you on that one.
Made 2 o'clock.
I mean, Miano called him a bust when he jogged out to the field for the first time. Didn't even see a snap. He's like, this guy stinks. So
He does stink.
But all right, so that's pretty much sums up how the Pat season's going. And the Patriots game, it was definitely a snooze fest. I watched it from home, and I lost focus a lot. But one game I want to talk about, I don't know how much of it, if at all, you guys caught of it, was the London game, the Jets-Vikings game. That was also a snooze fest, but a little bit more scoring. Yeah, Jets had a very interesting day. Aaron Rodgers was just no Will Levis this week, so he picked up the mantle with the memes on the field. I mean, he had 244 passing, 2 touchdowns, but he threw 3 interceptions, which is just not good.
It's the wrong game. Right?
What?
You say Will Levis?
No, I said no Will Levis this week, so Aaron Rodgers picked up on the memes on field.
Oh.
Yeah, because there was like 10 memes that came out of it. Like him crawling, and they said it looks like a dude from Fortnite, and just a bunch of other stuff like that. But Brees, I mean, honestly, I'm glad Robert Saleh got fired because he does not know how to utilize the run game. They have 2 top 20 running backs, and they got, I mean, Aaron Rodgers threw for 54 pass attempts, and they only ran the ball 14 times. Like,
yeah, Garrett had 21 targets.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, to be fair, Garrett had a stellar day, 13 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. But like, you lost.
Stellar day on that many. That's a pretty mediocre day on that many.
21 targets, yeah. Sad that that's what it takes to get
I mean, fantasy-wise, though, 13 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. You're putting up some decent numbers there. But, I mean, they ran the ball 14 times. They lost by 1 score. Like, how do you not give Breece Hall more than 9 carries? How do you not give Braylon Allen more than 5 carries? Like, I just don't get it.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Egregious not running the ball when you should. The Seahawks gave Kenneth Walker 5 carries against the Giants.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Also
as
lost
they should have. What?
You score. Yeah, 1 score.
Yeah, 1 score. They just didn't hand it to K-Walk coming off a hat trick. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Geno got sacked 1 billion times. They lose on a blocked kick return for a score.
Yeah.
He did catch 7 balls at least.
Yeah, I mean, at least they got him 10 touches. They got him over the line, over 12.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you just look over the Viking side of the ball, they threw it for 32 times, but they also had 27 rushes, 31 passes, 27 rushes. What?
This was Sam Darnold's worst game.
Yeah, it definitely.
Oh yeah, he looks bad.
Yeah, it was his worst game as a starting quarterback this season for sure. I mean, just to show Justin Jefferson 6 for 92, and then the next closest is Jordan Addison 3 for 36. So like it was like what I said, it was kind of a snooze fest game, but they actually were relatively even, passing and running, which they deserve the win for that.
Jets D is pretty solid though.
I'm sorry?
Jets D is pretty solid.
They are pretty solid, but they mixed it up. Like the Jets was like, okay, they're just passing this whole game. So it was very easy for the Vikings defense. And I'm pretty sure one of the scores for the Vikings was a defensive score. So it's just like
Van Ginkel.
What, did you play them this week?
Of course I did.
Yeah,
of course I did. They scored a defensive touchdown. Of course I scored.
Yeah, I think one of the 2 biggest headlines out of this game, actually. Obviously, I mentioned it earlier. Robert Saleh getting fired because of this, which, I mean, he was a 20-36 record as a head coach, and he just wasn't utilizing one of his best players in Breece Hall. But like the other big one is Aaron Jones getting hurt in the first quarter. And he's labeled week to week. I mean, yes, they're on bye this week, which should help a lot. But like that for fantasy owners like myself, that could be a big problem.
Yeah, your team's in shambles.
Yeah,
Nico gone,
Rashid gone, Nico gone, Njoku consistently hurt, Aaron Jones hurt. Like I literally got to start Abung Dawale.
Yeah, I mean, I got the champagne. I'm celebrating my win against Morris this week. I'll be in first.
Wow.
You couldn't be in first even if you beat me. You have like 8 points. You just face the worst teams in the league every week.
No, I have a better record than you, so that's why I'll be ahead of you.
All right. So yeah, let's kind of a little off script. I'm gonna go talk. I want to talk about the Texans Bills game. We've referenced already another big injury out of that game. Nico Collins somehow hurt his hamstring on that massive touchdown, and then just in the first quarter and was never seen again. Like he's gone. Can't be right.
Nico Collins is like the best receiver in the league. It sucks.
Yeah,
but he's great. He's amazing. I didn't believe him. I didn't believe him going into last year. Last year he kind of proved it, and I was like, okay, was he a 1-year wonder? Nope, actually talented.
Yeah, he was 2 for 78 with a touchdown in the first quarter, and then there's a phantom hamstring injury. Didn't even look like he pulled up, like he hurt himself going to the end zone. He scored, jogged off the field, and then just disappeared. And Stephon Diggs in a revenge game, 6 for 82. He was expecting a little bit more out of him, but
that Bills D is nasty.
Yeah, they are lighting it up. Bills offense, Josh Allen, another interesting game. Only a 9 for 30 passing, and he had only 131 passing yards. To be fair, he did rush the ball for 54 yards as well, but
he also got really hurt.
Yeah, I did not see that, but stat-wise, you're looking at that. I mean, no receiver had more than 2 catches out of him, so it's like
outrushed by Geno Smith. I mean, he's just useless.
Yeah, Geno went crazy.
Yeah. Geno went nuts on the ground. Yeah.
But yeah, that was an interesting game. It ended up in just a field goal. So I kind of wish I watched that because that probably would have been a little bit more interesting than other games I watched.
I actually lost the plus 2,000 only on the Bills money line.
Wow, that's interesting. But yeah, so those.
I was watching it on the score on the big screen at the Pats, and people weren't happy that I was rooting for the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I could expect that. You're at Gillette Stadium rooting for the Bills. That's an interesting one. But yeah, those are the 2 games I wanted to highlight. Is there any other things you guys wanted to pinpoint? Kind of like highlight or talk about briefly about last week?
I mean, Kirk Cousins went fucking insane on the Thursday game.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was an unbelievable game. I mean, Baker's playing really good, but Kirk just 500 and 4.
Kirko chains, you like that?
Yeah. Mooney and Drake London both top. They might have been the top 2. Oh no, Jamar. Top 3 receivers on the slate.
Yeah, I agree.
Another sneaky. I think he was top 15 on the week, but it was Ray McLeod as well. He's been sneaky, like really good down in Atlanta.
I actually offered you a trade for him in 32 man, and then I pulled it back. I forget who your defense is, but I offered Ravens D for Ray and whoever your defense is.
Houston, yeah.
But I pulled it back because he played on Thursday night, and I had a couple guys hurt that were questionable. I was waiting to see if they were going to play.
Fair enough.
Ray McLeod was a great pick. Oh, but the other game that we got to talk about is the Ravens-Bengals. I mean, shootout city, Lamar Jackson, MVP number 3. Here we go.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, that
crazy. The Bengals just keep losing.
Yeah, 1-4.
The defense is horrific.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
I mean, just big numbers at decent. Derrick Henry 15 for 92 and a rushing touchdown. Zay Flowers 7 for 111, and then you have out of nowhere their third tight end Charlie Kolar 3 for 64 and a touchdown.
Lamar just hits whoever's open.
Yeah, hey, Mark Andrews 4 for 55. That's a season high.
That play where he fumbled the snap while he was running back, I think he stiff arms. What's his name? The only good kid on that defense, like the best defensive player on the Bengals, stiff arms him to the ground, running out of bounds, throws a dime across his body to Isaiah Likely in the top of the end zone.
Yeah,
that was insane. That was late in the 4th.
Yeah.
I think I did see that highlight in the fastest 3 minutes.
That's what I saw.
But the one thing I do want to highlight of that game, I mean, obviously I know it was kind of a shootout, but I've also noticing this trend. Bengals don't really have a running game. anymore. I mean, Chase Brown is here and there, but I feel like
That
Zach
sucks.
Moss is getting worse and worse each week.
Oh, I mean, the Bengals should have won that game, but instead of trying to get Evan McPherson 5 more yards, they ran it HB dive 3 times in a row. And Joe Burrow's going ballistic at the same time. They don't want to get any more yards for McPherson. Their rookie holder fumbles the snap. Gets it down, McPherson.
Yeah. I mean, Moss got hurt that game too.
Their offense is fine.
Yeah.
I didn't know Zach Moss got hurt, but I looked at like his stat lines like the last like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's like I feel like it was getting less and less. So that's why I was saying that.
I mean, yeah, he's not a very good back, and they're going to be pass heavy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about Joe Burrow, Jamar, or T. Higgins. That fantasy-wise, Chase Brown, I think I don't know. I still don't know how to read Chase Brown this season. I feel like Zach Moss is the one. If you draft him, if you're an owner for him, you're like biting your nails each week.
Chase, yeah, I mean, you're not thrilled, but
Yeah.
Moss might not play this week, so he'll probably go crazy.
No, true. Maybe we'll get
Against the
the
Giants.
reemergence of Chris Evans at running back.
Yeah.
But all right, I mean, I think kind of recap some of the important games we wanted to talk about. I know I texted you guys about it. Usually after that, we talk about our 2 studs and 1 dud from the previous week. So I'll start first with my 2 studs, then you guys, if you want to talk about just kind of highlight like a stud fantasy player from the past week. My first one is DJ Moore. He had 5 for 105 and 2 touchdowns. That's a day in fantasy. And my second stud, I want to talk about. It was
Before you move on from DJ, that's a revenge game against the Panthers. It's like a triple mock because of the trade.
Yeah.
Awesome. Like DJ Moore stuck it down the Panthers' throat, even though they don't need it. They already know how bad they messed up. But awesome, DJ Moore. I also had him as a stud, but I got other studs. So don't worry.
Bryce didn't even play.
Yeah, horrible.
And then my second stud is the Houston kicker, Kaimi Fairbairn. He had 16 fantasy points. If you get 16 out of a kicker in fantasy, like, you're pretty happy with yourself. So
It's like the 3rd time he's done that.
yeah, I know he's been electric this year. So that's why I wanted to have him as my second stud. Yeah, Morris or Miano, if you guys want to say who your 2 studs are.
I mean, Tank Bigsby is gonna take that job.
Yeah.
ETN's hurting too, and this kid just keeps ripping off huge runs.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's averaging like 10 yards a tote the last 2 weeks or something.
Oh yeah, that's what Alshon Jeanty is gonna look like next year.
One of my favorite plays going into the week, partially because Indy's secondary is trash, but Brian Thomas just torched them. That kid's legit. He's getting better every week too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, week 1 he scored on Ramsey, but like he's just kept improving.
Oh yeah. And then
Better than Calvin Ridley, who I just traded for.
ooh, so
Saw that.
all right. And then Morris, who are your 2 studs? I think he froze up a little bit. Well, freeze.
Yeah, my internet's been horrific lately. I gotta get that fixed. But my studs, we've already talked about both of them. They've already been mentioned in passing. But Drake London finally coming out. Great touchdown Thursday Night Football. Rumbled into the end zone. Got the 13 targets we're looking for. Caught 12 of them for 154. I think he is going to be a target vacuum throughout the rest of the year. He's big. He's strong. He's good. It's the only risk to him is Darnell Mooney's actually just getting wide open all the time, and Kirko Chains puts it on whoever's open. So, and then my guy Van Ginkel, Aaron Rodgers is ancient and he is a corpse ready to collapse into oblivion. Van Ginkel has 4 career interceptions. He's taken 3 of them to the crib.
Yeah.
This man can get a line.
Van Ginkel
He's
on
fun.
Minnesota D. Wasn't he on Miami D last year?
No, I think he's been on Minnesota for a couple years. I could be wrong. And then my dud is actually also a bold prediction for next week. But Deshaun Watson sucks. He is horrible. He is embarrassing to watch. He represents the worst trade in the history of the NFL. Even worse than the Bryce Young debacle. Yeah, it's he's terrible. I mean, 125 yards and touchdown. That's all I did.
Hilarious. Van Ginkel. Oh, never mind. That's game log. Yeah, Van Ginkel. This is his first year in Minnesota. He was in Miami from 2019 to last year. Van Ginkel.
I didn't read it yet. PFF wrote an article about how they have to bench him.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, they have to bench him? Yeah, that's fair.
Stefanski's sticking with him, though. We'll see how that lasts.
Yeah.
All right, my dud. Sorry, Morris, but it's George Pickens. He only had 3 catches for 26 yards Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yeah, he doesn't try. His quarterback's a running back. It is what it is. He did his job for me. That's all I needed.
Fair enough. You're welcome again. All right, Miana, who do you have as a dud from this past week?
I mean, I got 2.
Let me hear it.
And you're not going to like one of them. It's Breece Hall.
Yeah, I mean...
Is not efficient at all. Braylon Allen is running way better than him. And the Jets are just not good right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I think Breece was a dud another week we had. But, I mean, it's just his productivity just keeps going down and down for no reason. So, I just...
And he's not running well. I saw a crazy, I didn't realize this about him. He only has 3 career 100-yard rushing games. I did not know that. He does most of his damage receiving.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at his all-purpose yards. But,
yeah.
I mean...
And then the other one is the guy getting drafted with him. This is not really his fault, but Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
That coach is just Arthur Smith. He just doesn't play him in key situations, and he plays 50% of the snaps. You got to be not happy with that if you drafted him.
Yeah, I do think Breece Hall has a resurgence in the coming weeks because of a quarterback change. I mean, a head coach change. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I did not get Robert Saleh's game plan over the last 2-3 weeks. It made no sense. I don't know how you
could tip that Braylon Allen kid right now. He's running so well.
Yeah, I mean, but you look at the first 3 weeks of the season, Braylon and Breece were running well. And then you look at weeks 4 and 5, and neither of them are getting used. It's
I don't know. Breece was never running well. He just catches a ton of balls.
I mean, he's had some good running weeks.
Had some high volume weeks.
Oh, yeah.
14 for 62 is his most efficient game. Not great.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, rushing and receiving, he's had some good fantasy weeks. But
he hasn't averaged 4 yards a carry in a game this year.
Yeah, I guess when you factor in the rushing and receiving, that's where it looks so much better than what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's catching a ton of balls, but if he keeps running this poorly, they're going to keep playing that Braylon Allen kid.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't think he's going to lose snap share. I don't think he's ever going to go below 50% snap share.
Oh, no, of course not.
But yeah, I mean, cuz you just know what he's capable of.
Got them top 5 overall.
Yeah.
Over 75%.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so I mean, right there, I think that's a good yeah, it's fair. It's a fair enough dud of the week. I mean, I agree with you. He only got he ended up getting 5 fantasy points by the end of the game, but he was sub 2.5 for a good 3 quarters. So it's just what do you do? What are the Jets doing?
But I mean, Bijan, the Falcons hung 30. It was a 36-30 shootout, and Bijan couldn't put up double digits.
Yeah,
that's crazy. He also has 1 touchdown this year. That's nuts.
But
terrible.
Yeah. So all right, let's pivot a little forward to week 6. We're not really gonna go over many of the games, but we can talk about a bold prediction that could factor into a parlay or bet of the week. My bold prediction, I actually think the Commanders are going to upset the Ravens. That's my bold prediction. The Commanders have kind of been cooking.
I mean, they're just a good outright bet, plus 235. That's way too wide.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
my bold prediction is Jaden Daniels 3 on the ground. So,
woo.
ride, baby.
That'd be so impressive.
Oh, he's so good, dude. He's the best.
I mean, it could be like a 5-6 touchdown game by just the quarterbacks alone in this game.
I expect this to be 30-30 going into OT.
Yeah, I mean, that very well could be.
On bye this week, I grabbed Ertz, just hoping everybody feasts.
Yeah.
A smart pickup for you against me.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. What about your bold prediction of the week? Do you got anything bold? Any of the
I just want to say, it's going to be a sloppy week when the Thursday game is the third highest total on the whole week.
Yeah.
It's never a great sign. But my bold prediction, Drake May 4 picks.
I was about to type it in.
I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let me just scan these games again real quick. I'm gonna say, Steelers shut out the Raiders.
Wow.
I thought you liked Aiden O'Connell.
No.
That
They don't even have Dev.
that is a bold prediction, but I like it. All right, so let's recap last week's bet of the weeks and the 3-leg parlays. So going into last week, the current Simulcast bankroll was at negative $4.51 on bets. Not doing so hot, but we had some interesting ones. So my bet of the week was Colts +3. Unfortunately, that pushed. And then my guest had Stephon Diggs anytime score, which unfortunately did not hit. Then we had our 3-leg parlays of the day. Mine was Debo anytime, DK anytime, Jaden Daniels anytime. I don't think a single one of those hit, so my parlay flopped. And my guess 3-leg parlay was Cowboys +2.5, Packers -3, and Saints +5.5. The Saints killed that parlay. So the current bankroll, because our unit is $1, is at -$7.51. But no need to worry, we're gonna win it all back this week. So we're gonna have some good bets this week, and we're gonna win it all back. So I'm going to start with my bet of the week. I'm betting the over in the Pats-Texans game. It's at 38. I think the Texans could score 35 alone. So we just need to hope the Patriots score just a touchdown, and then the over hits.
All right.
So that
Tank Dell hat trick.
It could be a Tank Dell hat trick week. Could be you know how much Stephon Diggs hates the Patriots. He might hat trick as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forget what the odds are for that. I forgot to write it down, but I'm betting the over in the Pats-Texans game. And then if you guys have just a singular bet, it could also factor into a parlay or anything, but I
thought we were making 3-leg.
Oh, we're also doing 3-leg parlays, but we have a bet of the week plus the parlay.
Okay, I was ready for my my 3-leg parlay. Let me
That's coming up next. That's next segment.
Well, actually, I know what it is. I was thinking about changing one of the legs, so it makes it easy.
All right, perfect. Morris, what is your bet of the week?
My bet of the week is one of the men we mocked reemerges,
Okay.
does the thing.
No, Raheem
Bijan
Mostert.
Robinson, he's going over a hundo.
What's-
Block of the week. Rushing and receiving. It's +100.
+100.
+100.
Not a bad bet. I like that. That's a pretty good bet to put down.
100 plus rushing, receiving. Bijan Robinson.
Alrighty. And Miano. I know you probably have about 35 bets already in. Let me hear one of them. I don't know. Miano might have froze. There's been a lot of freezing this simulcast. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, my internet is questionable at the moment. So that's... I gotta get, like, Xfinity. Gotta get your stuff together. Like, what are we doing here? Going to Fidium. Hopefully they're better. I wonder if we're both frozen.
No, you're not frozen, Morris. But Miano is just...
Oh, okay.
I think we lost Miano.
Did you hear what I said, though?
Yeah,
just now,
Bijan, 100-plus rushing, receiving.
All right. Word.
There we go.
Oh, he's back.
We're locked in.
You're back. You're back.
back.
You froze up. We couldn't... We thought we lost you.
I'm blaming Morris's internet.
Be fair.
I think it's... What are we on? My bet still?
Yeah, just like a single bet of the week. Yeah, if you want to win money, this is the bet to take.
All right. Well, it's either... I guess I'll take the Zay Flowers over 4.5 catches. Also love his over 54.5 yards.
I almost had his 54.5 yards in my three-legger.
What's the
I'm gonna sprinkle both of them in. I'm not sure which one I like better.
Which one?
I guess probably his catches right now.
The 4.5 catches. What are the odds at for on a DK?
Minus 130.
All right. I like that. I think he catches 5 balls, but alrighty. So let's pivot forward to the 3-way parlays of the week. I already have a 3-leg parlay. You might have already seen it in the group. I don't know if you guys are gonna cook a parlay together or doing your own 3-leggers. I think Morris already has his own 3-legger, but my 3-leg parlay of the week is Ravens Commanders over 52. That's minus 112. I got Falcons over 29.5 points. I think they are up this week because they've been cooking. That's plus 136. And then I also have Colts minus 1 again. And that's at minus 108. The parlay totaling at that for this 3-legger plus 760.
What'd you get the Commanders Ravens total at?
Minus 112.
No, what was it?
Yeah, what was the line? Because it's over 51.5 now.
Oh, it's 50. I had it at 52.
I've already placed my 3-legger, and I have the over. It's at 51.5 for minus 108. But I like it.
You have that in
my 3-legger, yeah.
Oh, why did it drop?
What are your other legs? What are your other legs?
I have Ravens Commanders over 52 at minus 112, and I had Falcons over 29.5 points at plus 136.
That's fair, yeah.
And then I have Colts minus 1 at minus 108. So that 3-legger combined is at plus 760.
Yeah, the Colts is tough. They're horrible. I mean, Joe Flacco kind of hoops.
Yeah, Flacco hoops. That's why I got him. I mean, they pushed last week, so they're going to get over the edge this week.
All right. I like it. Mine's pretty similar because we have one of the same legs. I got DK Metcalf anytime touchdown.
What was the Commanders line at? Was it minus what?
It was minus 108 at over 51.5.
All right, and then DK anytime.
DK anytime is plus 145.
Okay.
And then I got DJ Moore over 61.5 at minus 130. And that's going to be a plus 734. Because I heard you were down over $7, so I knew I had to make it all back in one go.
Plus 734. That's a good one. I like that bet. I like that parlay. And Morris his frozen face makes him look disgusted. No, he's back. He's back. All right, I like that. Now Miano, let me hear it.
Well, I'm gonna stick with the Flowers receptions. I like Calvin Ridley yards over. I can't load DK right now, so I'm not actually sure what it is, but I imagine it's around 50.
Over 50 yards.
I don't. Well, I don't. Whatever his line is.
Yeah,
I don't know
DK's
if
been
you're
wonky for me a
about
little bit today.
And then I think I like the Eagles to cover, even though that's wide. Is Chubb playing? No way.
No, he's out.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, what the Eagles are 9.5. Yeah,
Let's see. What was
it's
this?
wide, but
What is the Zay Flowers?
or -9. Yeah.
Receiving props, Zay Flowers. Over 54.5.
No, 4.5 catches.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're right. And then what was the second leg?
Calvin Ridley receiving yards.
Oh, Calvin Ridley. So I gotta go to a different game. Wait. Where the heck? There they are. He's on Tennessee now, right?
Yes.
Woof.
Indy
It doesn't even
horrible.
show receiving yards. Oh, wait. No, I'm on the following week. Whoops. Let's see.
He's been kind of horrible though.
The only thing I see is for Tony.
Don't even know who's playing quarterback for them.
Yeah, it only shows Tony Pollard.
Yeah, they probably don't even have it up.
Yeah. And then he said Eagles spread.
Not that it matters. Like,
Yeah.
who cares if it's Levis or it's gonna be like a 3-yard.
So
difference.
Eagles
Probably.
-9.
Yeah. He's gonna fail you, I think.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go back and fix this.
It's not gonna. It can't be high. Like it's.
How Ridley's gonna go where Devontae Adams sits currently.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that once the betting line is up. But that's nothing to worry about. I'll get that figured out. I can't wait for all these parlays and bets to hit. So we'll be back in the plus money line. But yeah, honestly, the Thursday night game is probably gonna be one of the better games of this week. What other game are you looking forward to watch?
I mean, obviously that Baltimore-Washington game should be electrifying.
I unfortunately am probably gonna miss that because I'll probably be driving home from Maine at that time.
Sneaky, I think the London game will be good. The Jags have been playing a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And I think Caleb's actually starting to turn a corner here.
Yeah, that should be a good one. What are your thoughts? Do you think Evan Ingram goes this week, or do you think he's gonna not go again?
I would say probably not in London.
Yeah.
They'll probably give him another week.
Yeah, probably. The one game I'm kind of interested in is that Lions-Cowboys 425 game. I think that might be a good one. If either of you guys are hosting, primarily reference to Morris, I'll probably be there. I'll probably swing by for that game because I'll make.
The internet's even gonna work enough for it.
Ugh,
Horrible.
gosh, yeah. Good call.
I can stream 11 games simultaneously, but I can't.
Yeah, I don't get that. That is so interesting. But I mean, and then the Monday night Bills Jets game, I think will be a little bit better than what we're projecting.
I wouldn't bet on that.
I don't think.
Games
I think the Jets are going to come in high because they want to new coach. Usually teams, when they get a new head coach or an interim coach, that first week is a lot better than how it is for the next few weeks. So I think it could be a better game than you expect out of the Jets.
I think Aaron Rodgers is 40 and bad.
Yeah.
I think the Bills' D is very good. And I think Josh Allen's very good. There's also a chance Josh Allen doesn't play, which would make it probably the worst game of the week.
Yeah.
Really? He's not hurt?
He's going to go. He's tough.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes, then yes.
He literally said, I'm extremely hurt. Or something along those lines.
All right.
I don't even have much of this questionable.
Yeah. All right. So
he said he like hurt his back, his ankle, and his ribs or something.
Yeah, his head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Legit.
But all right, as you guys know, when we do a little triple threat on the cast, if they're facing against each other, I like to compare matchups. So I'm gonna go through each of you guys' matchups right now, tier by tier, and say who I like better for the outcome. So right now, based off Miano's starting lineup and based off Morris's starting lineup,
Calvin Ridley in for Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Okay. Calvin Ridley?
Yep.
Oh, did a trade go through?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When did that happen?
Today.
This morning.
Oh, if Madison cooks me this week, Miano, I'm dropping a flying elbow.
I don't think Madison's going to be cooking anyone this year.
Fair enough. But okay. So, matchups. Let me go back to that. So, right now, it's the 2nd seed in Morse and the 4th seed in Miano for how's the season's going. Both teams 4-1. Miano, how does it feel to have a winning record this early in the season?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Both got some bye week tragedies this week.
Oh, yeah. I think you got hit just as... I think it's about even, the bye week tragedies. But, so, yeah. We're going to start with quarterback.
I would be in a much worse spot if Tua was playing.
Yeah, true. So, we're going to start off with the quarterbacks. Miano, you got Justin Fields. Morris, you have Jaden Daniels. Honestly, due to matchups, I feel like Justin Fields is going to have a better day than what his projection is, but I am leading Jaden Daniels. I'm going to favor Jaden Daniels on this matchup. Wide receivers.
Jaden Daniels playing like an MVP against his idol, Lamar Jackson. I mean, the prototypical.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't think...
Elite defense versus the Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, I think Fields is going to have a damn good day, but I think Jaden Daniels is going to have a much better day. Then we're going to go wide receivers. Drake London and DK Metcalf up against Tank Dell and Calvin Ridley. Who are the Titans facing this week? Indy? Okay, so... Dang, this is tough. This is like a 51-49. DK Metcalf gave some bulletin board material to the Niners defense. So, I don't know. I'm probably leaning Morris's wide receivers ever so slightly. Then we go to running backs. Morris, so you got James Conner and J.K. Dobbins versus Jordan Mason and Dave Montgomery. I'm leaning Miano's running backs relatively considerably in this one. J.K. Dobbins kind of came back to earth. I think Demon's just good back, and Jordan Mason's been cooking. I think he cooks against Seattle as well. So I'm leaning Miano's running backs. Then we got the tight ends. Zach Ertz versus Dalton Kincaid. What is Dalton Kincaid even?
Two horrible tight ends.
Yeah.
Bad. Dalton Kincaid sucks.
Yeah, honestly, I'm leaning Zach Ertz just for the potential for the Baltimore-Washington game to be an absolute shootout. So I'm leaning Zach Ertz on that.
Every catch.
And then we got flex. Zach Moss is in Miano's, and Michael Wilson is in Morris's flex.
Flexes are ugly.
Flexes are ugly. I'm out on Zach Moss, so I gotta go Michael Wilson in the flex spot.
Out on Zach Moss. He's been hooping.
I'm out on him.
You get the Giants.
I mean, yeah.
Kicking field goal away.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been out on Zach Moss. His I don't know. I'm just out on him. And then we got our kickers, Brandon Aubrey versus Evan McPherson. You know me, I love both kickers. I've had both of them. But McPherson, I mean, bad game, good game, bad game, good game, bad game. Like, so he's technically due for a good game. But Brandon Aubrey literally has not gotten less than 10 points all season. So I got to go Brandon Aubrey on the kicker slate.
That's the highest total on the slate, too.
Yeah. He's almost projected. I mean, McPherson's actually projected more, but.
Oh, no, I mean the Dallas-Detroit game.
Oh, yeah. And then we got our defenses. Miano has New Orleans defense against Tampa Bay, and I mean Miano has New Orleans defense against Tampa Bay, and Morris has Philly defense against Cleveland. Being a man who has rostered 2 Cleveland players in pure panic mode from the draft, I can surely say Philadelphia defense is going to cook this week. So I gotta go Philly defense. With that being said, I am edging Morris ever so slightly in this matchup. But like what they say, any given Sunday, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Thursday. We got some big names.
Yeah,
Thursday.
Some big names and probably a good game tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're done at after the Force.
Unless Moss goes.
Yeah, I mean, even if he goes, you're done after the Force.
Yeah, I mean, Morris has the benefit of having a Sunday night kicker and a Monday night tight end. So he'll have
literally every running back this year has scored against the Jets. Or against the Giants.
You're probably right. But, I mean, Zach Moss will probably have like 15 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown. So, and that's why I'm out on him. 31 yards.
Except for Kenneth Walker because they didn't hand him the football.
True.
He did not score again.
But did Charbonnet score?
Yeah, scored.
Charbonnet did not score. No,
I think he scored a receiving touchdown, but not a rushing.
Oh.
Brian Robinson actually also did not score. He was just 17 for 133. I thought he scored that game.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna smash him hits. It'll be fun.
I don't think you're gonna smash him. I think it'll be a good matchup. But I do, based off of what I said, I am predicting you in the slight favorite to win this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be close. I gotta catch Bussin, so I gotta score like 170 this week. My turn.
I mean, it's all pretty tight up at the top for scoring.
Yeah, let's see. What are we even at for points for? Leary is the third highest scorer in the league this year so far. So it's Bustin, Morris, Leary, then me, then Mark, then Miano. Miano is kind of you're on the outside of the top echelon in scoring. So, but I mean, this could be a week where you gain some ground scoring.
Yeah, I mean, this is a Fields Hattie on the ground type of week.
Ooh.
Oh no! It's I told you the bold prediction is Jaden Hattie on the ground.
Yeah, I think you had the wrong game.
Nope, lock that one in.
The Steelers don't even have running backs. It's great.
Yeah, who are they?
True. Warren's out again, I think.
Yeah,
Warren's out again. Najee's bad.
Cordero Patterson's out. So Aaron Shamklin might be one of their premier back. So he's gonna.
Well, they'll feature Najee until he dies. So.
Yeah, then it's gonna be the Aaron Shamklin show.
It's gonna be hilarious when they just surprise start Russell Wilson.
Feels like a Fields overall QB1 week.
He might be QB2, but Jaden's QB. He's gonna perform against Lamar. He's gonna.
Fields has the number one. Actually, no, Kirko now. Kirk's got the number one QB performance this year. Fields has 2.
What the?
Jaden's QB2 on the year. So.
What the heck just happened to my thing? My computer screen just bugged out, and I just lost like the last 2 weeks of the simulcast on my Google Sheet.
I think you can restore.
How do I restore? The problem was I haven't saved it yet today.
Should autosave.
Oh, not ready for off. What? I'm gonna have to look into it and see what the heck just happened. But oh, there we go. Oh, thank God. Here it is. That was weird. All right. So that is where we are going to call it. We're within the time frame I really like to put it at. No more than an hour. So I'm happy. As always, guys, thank you so much for being on the cast. I truly appreciate it. I always have a blast talking with you guys about football, and I'm sure I will see you guys either tomorrow or Sunday to watch some football.
All right. Sounds good, buddy.
All right, dude. Thanks again, and I will see you guys later.
All right.
Van Ginkle, baby.
See ya. All right, guys. So that was that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties here and there, but I will see you all next week. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get this channel going. Let's get 20 subs by the end of this simulcast season.